Here we have a problem on quadratic equation. Okay, let's go to the question. If alpha and beta be the roots of 2x square negative 4x negative 1 equals to 0, then find the value of the expression alpha square over beta positive beta square over alpha. Okay, now let me take this expression as it is. That is alpha square over beta positive beta square over alpha. Okay, now let's try to simplify this expression. Actually, here we are adding two fractions with different denominators. Okay, here what I can do is I can do cross multiplication to add these two fractions. For that, we have to multiply the numerator of the first fraction has to be multiplied by the denominator of the second fraction. The same thing, this numerator has to be multiplied by this denominator. So this method is called cross multiplication. Finally, we have to multiply the two denominators. Okay, when I multiply this alpha square by this alpha, I am getting alpha to the third power, and when I multiply this beta square by this beta, I am getting beta to the third power divided by, I have to multiply this alpha and beta, the two denominators, and I am getting alpha beta. Okay, now my aim is to get the value of this alpha beta and this alpha cube positive beta cube. For that, we have to use other information in the question, that is alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation 2x square negative 4x negative 1 equals to 0. Okay, now let me take this equation as it is. That is 2x square negative 4x negative 1 equals to 0. So for this quadratic equation, we have the two roots alpha and beta. Okay, now let me consider the quadratic equation standard form ax square positive bx positive c equals to 0. Let me assume alpha and beta are the two roots of this quadratic equation. Then there is a formula to get the sum of the roots, that is alpha positive beta. So the formula is a negative sign should be taken, and we have to consider the coefficient of x, and it has to be divided by the coefficient of x square a. So this is a formula to get sum of the roots alpha positive beta, and there is a formula to get the product of the roots alpha beta. So that is equal to c over a. That is, we have to divide the constant term by the coefficient of x square. Now let's get the sum of the roots of this quadratic equation, that is alpha positive beta, which is equal to, we have to take this negative sign as it is. Actually, this b is a coefficient of x. In our quadratic equation, the coefficient of x is a negative 4. So we can plug in negative 4 for b, and for a we have 2, which is a coefficient of x square. Okay, here negative times negative will become positive. We have 4 over 2. 4 over 2 is just 2. Okay, now let's get the product of the two roots alpha and beta for our quadratic equation. So the formula is c over a. C is the constant term. The constant term in our quadratic equation is negative 1 divided by the coefficient of x square is 2. That's the value of a. Now I got the value of alpha beta. Okay, now we have the values for alpha positive beta and alpha beta, that is 2 and negative 1 over 2. Okay, now in this expression we can plug in this negative 1 over 2 for this alpha times beta, but still we have to get the value for this alpha cube positive beta cube. For that, let me consider the algebraic identity, that is a positive b the whole cube, which is equal to a cube positive b cube positive 3ab times a positive b. Okay, now what we can do is we can solve for a cube positive b cube in this one. So if I solve for a cube positive b cube in this one, then I'm getting a cube positive b cube equals to a positive b the whole cube negative 3ab times a positive b. That is, to solve for this stuff has been moved to the right side. When I move this one to the right side, this positive 3ab times a positive b will become negative 3ab times a positive b, and it has been subtracted from this stuff. Okay, now we can replace this a by alpha and b by beta. Then I'm getting alpha cube positive beta cube equals to alpha positive beta the whole cube negative 3 alpha beta times alpha positive beta. So that is, we have to get this expression in terms of only alpha positive beta and alpha beta, so that I can plug in this 2 for alpha positive beta and this negative 1 over 2 for alpha beta. Okay, now let me write the stuff over here. Alpha cube positive beta cube equals to, for this alpha positive beta, now we can plug in 2, then we get 2 cube negative 3 times for this alpha beta we can plug in negative 1 over 2, and for this alpha positive beta we can plug in just 2. Okay, here this 2 will cancel out, then I'm getting alpha cube positive beta cube equals to 2 cube. 2 cube can be written as 8 because the evaluation of 2 cube is 8, and here negative times negative will become positive. 3 times 1 is 3. Finally I'm getting 11. Okay, now I got the value of alpha cube positive beta cube, so that is 11. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in this 11 for alpha cube positive beta cube over here, and for this alpha beta we have negative 1 over 2. Now 11, we can change this division as multiplication and take reciprocal for this negative 1 over 2, then it will become negative 2 over 1. So 11 times negative 2 is negative 22. Negative 22 divided by 1 is just negative 22. Okay, now I got the value of this expression. The value of this expression is negative 22.